Hello, I'm Kerry Gorgone, and this is Appfire Presents, the best project portfolio management show by Appfire. Today, we're going to talk about the question, what is P3.express and how can it help me manage projects more effectively? To do that, we have Dmitrii Ilenkov, PMP, PhD, and managing partner of PM Club. He is also the owner at P3.express.com. So we're going to get into this new methodology. Stick around for 10 minutes of project management. Awesome.
Appfire Presents, the best project portfolio management show by Appfire.
Dmitrii, thanks so much for coming back.
Hello, Kerry. Thank you for having me.
So what is P3.express, first of all, because I had not heard of it until you mentioned it? It's like another project management approach?
Yep, you can put it like this. That's another project management approach. It's a very minimalistic and practical project management system. Absolutely.
And what makes it different from the rest?
Simplicity. Somehow, in my opinion, something went terribly wrong. While more and more people become accidental project managers, like lawyers, accountants, designers, while it is easy to set up a startup, so there are more people in need of something practical and affordable to launch their projects, to manage their projects. The project management methodologies went the other way. They became more complex. Really, with all due respect to existing methodologies, you cannot expect your team members or a junior project manager to come through 600-700 pages. That's not easy. That's not what you can expect from your customer or from your team. But actually, you want all of them to have the idea of what you're doing in terms of managing the project, right? So while the traditional methodologies became very complex, there is definitely a demand for something more simple, something more practical. So here
P3.express is
exactly.
minimalist.
Absolutely. It's 33 activities grouped in several activity groups. And there are actually 4 documents in P3.express, just 4 major documents. That sounds simple, right?
It does in theory. What are the documents?
Well, I can tell you that's a project description, which should be not a thick book, but rather a one-pager. That's deliverables map, because you need to focus on deliverables. You need to know what you create. It's a health register, and it is follow-up register where you put your risks, issues, change requests, lessons learned. That's it. 4 documents.
This is new, right? Because I was like, oh no, I haven't heard of this. I must be really missing something. But it is pretty new, P3.express.
Yeah, absolutely. It is pretty new, though in 2020 it was supported by the European Union Erasmus Plus program. And this year, P3.express team also launched a certification program. So the certification program is even newer. So it's becoming more popular in Europe nowadays, but recently we launched a course on P3.express, and I see customers coming literally from all over the world, Latin America, Africa, Middle East, Europe, US, Canada. So I hope it will become a big thing.
Is it easier to learn P3.express than it is to learn like agile methodologies or any of the other frameworks for project management, do you think?
Let's put it like this. Excel, right?
Yes.
It's and I guess you used it.
Yeah, I mean, what I have to.
Yeah, but can you imagine the world where if you need to perform any calculations, you need to write code, like you need programming for everything? It would be tough, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the existing methodologies are kind of tough. And P3.express is simple, like appoint the sponsor, appoint the project manager, and go on. And so 33 activities is not the same as 49 processes or even 33 processes. Some activities are really like killer points, like go, no go decision. stage gates, yeah, and other activities that just remind you what to do. Like in daily cycles, we have accept the deliverables activities, because you need to be focused as a project manager to accept deliverables from your team. Yeah, let's. If you don't mind, I'll explain the whole concept.
Yeah, I would like it. So in context, like, are there certain kinds of projects for which this works better, or will this work for anything?
Well, the idea is that it more or less fits most types of projects. Because let's see, in the beginning you have project initiation. You really do need project initiation. Projective planning is cool both for agile projects and for waterfall projects.
Like a kickoff, a proper kickoff.
Yeah, you kind of need it. Then you have cycles. It sounds very agile, but actually it fits more traditional environments as well, because still you need some proactive planning during the project. You need to control your project. So we have monthly cycles, we have weekly cycles, and we have daily cycles. And after that, we have project closure. And actually, I love this part of P3.express because unfortunately, most project management methodologies, both agile and more traditional, somehow skip it. And it's rather hard to hand over the product. It's rather hard to archive all the documents, and we tend to forget it because we're always in a hurry. But P3.express recommends it to properly close the project. And then we have something that you haven't seen in most methodologies. That's called post-project activities.
Post-project activities.
Yeah. Sometimes we leave it out of the scope as project managers. Like, I've done my job, I closed the project. But we do not undertake the projects to close them, right? We undertake projects to achieve some benefits for our organization and for our customers. And that means that we somehow need to follow up. Yeah, we need to measure those benefits. Sometimes we need to take some extra actions, both to minimize these benefits. We sometimes have them, and to exploit the benefits. Yeah, that's why I love post-project activities. We really need them.
Are there types of teams for which this would work better, like a big team, small team, any particular size or industry or org type, or just this will work for everyone?
Well, in my experience, I've seen and I've helped apply P3.express in IT companies, in NGOs, in manufacturing, actually, in healthcare. So it can be different industries. Probably it depends on the project complexity and scale, right? It has only 4 documents, and of course you can customize it. Yeah, one more advantage of P3.express is customizable. Actually, that's the idea of P3.express. You do not want to make your projects fit the methodology. Yeah, you have to customize the framework so it fits the projects. But
so it's doable with a small team.
It's very doable with a small team. Yeah, if your team is big, if your project is very complex, and you need a lot of documentation, and there is some red tape in your company, then you can either customize P3.express or start with another methodology, which is more fit for it.
And you can get certified, you mentioned. Easier or harder than becoming PMP certified?
Good point. In terms of the complexity of the exam, it's not really much easier. It's not. Because those questions in the certification, they make you think, kind of mocking questions in a PMP exam. Yeah, they are more about your mindset.
And how about in terms of cost, more expensive or less expensive?
It's much more affordable, 160 euro for certification, because, well, project management shouldn't be a privilege, right? Project management should be another opportunity for people to grow, for companies to grow, for communities to grow. That's why we want them to exploit all the benefits of high quality project management and make it simple.
Thank you so much for joining. If you'd like to get certified or check it out, go to P3.express.com. If you'd like more episodes of the best project portfolio management show by Appfire, you can find those at hub.appfire.com. We'll see you next time.